Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what's going on, what you need to know. It's a general reading. It could be past, present, or future. Okay, so you will know best how it resonates for you and where it fits on the timeline. So let's just see what's going on right now. What's important in the collective at this time. The moon and temperance in reverse. The Nine of Pentacles to the Five of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Okay, Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, yeah, we have this energy here again of impatience or running out of time on something. Okay, there's something hidden here. Something secret behind the scenes maybe, or an illusion of some sort. This has to do with somebody's abundance, your finances maybe, your success, independence. But you're going from the 9 to the 5, so... Or someone is, I don't know, we'll have to see. Okay, so going from independence and financial security to nothing, losing everything, lack. High Priestess. Listen to your intuition here. Let's see what this is about. Why is the moon here? The Four of Swords and the Two of Wands. Okay, so you have a choice to make here. This could be something that you're thinking a lot about. You're contemplating it. What you're going to do, what you're going to decide. The moon. That's giving me subconscious emotions, or there could be a lot of emotions coming up for you right now, okay, from deep within. The moon. Or it's something that you're doing internally, okay? Your reflection. What's temperance reverse? The Three of Swords, yeah. Heartbreak, pain, betrayal. The Chariot and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, this is a painful truth, okay? Whatever this is, where you feel like you're running out of time on something, or time is limited, that's a painful truth to have to face, okay? The Chariot. This has to do with somebody traveling, moving forward determinedly. Okay, what's the Nine of Pentacles? Yeah, Five of Cups, grief, sadness over the past. Yeah, there's something here that you're thinking about, okay? And it's making you very sad. You could be depressed at this time. This has to do with some sort of money, luxury, money over a vacation. Again, that energy of some sort of traveling or the world. Again, something online maybe, I'm not sure, okay? But there's sadness coming up for you here surrounding this situation. Judgment. It's like, you know, you need to make a judgment call. That's here with this choice, all right? But let's see. What's the Five of Pentacles? Temperance and the Peacock. That is so interesting that that's coming out with the Five of Pentacles, because it's like the Five of Pentacles is like when you feel like you have nothing, right? It's like the energy of sitting out in front of a house in the middle of winter, begging someone to come inside because you're cold, and people just shut the door in your face, right? It's like you're left out with nothing. You have nothing. But you're also in that mindset of not knowing how you're going to get through something, okay? Coming out with Temperance and the Peacock, that's like protection, being protected by spirit. Or this could even be some sort of insecurity, okay? A deep feeling of like not being good enough. This could even be an insecurity of some sorts, where it's like spirit is coming through to remind you that you are special, you are divine, okay? You are blessed. You are special. After feeling very insecure, maybe. Okay, what's the High Priestess? So your intuition is telling you that you coming up and communicating something and saying something is part of the plan. You're part of the plan here. And your intuition is telling you this as well. I mean, this kind of feels like you know that you're part of a plan, or you're part of God's plan. You're part of something bigger than yourself. But you're going through a period of time where you're just very emotional. Okay, it's like, I got stuff I got to kind of figure out here. Okay, or I got to deal with my emotions here, or there's just a lot of pain and betrayal in a situation, sadness, deep sadness and sorrow, where it's like, yeah, I know I'm part of a plan, but like, I'm sad, you know? Okay. I mean, this could even be the energy of like, Spirit's like, look, we want you to do this thing here, or we need you to do something here for us, but you're like, I don't really feel like doing it right now because I'm sad. Okay, I want to be sad first. Like, I don't want to have to do this, or I don't want to have to deal with this because sadness is taking over. Okay. I don't know. I do feel a sense of rejection. I do feel that. Because it does feel like you want to wallow in something a little bit longer, right? It's like, I don't feel like I'm done grieving yet. That's what this feels like. I don't feel like I'm done grieving. I haven't grieved yet. So here comes God going, knock, knock, knock. We need you to take care of this one thing over here. You're part of a plan. We need you to work on the plan here. And you're like, go away. Not today. I'm hurting. That's the thing about working with the divine. I come to realize this all the time, okay, as a medium. When I'm working with spirit or with like the other side in general, they don't feel emotions like we do as humans, okay? So, you know, when we're going through things here on the human plane where we're really grieving and hurting and going through pain, sometimes spirit expects stuff of us. It feels too much because spirit isn't like, well, God is always, you know, compassionate towards you, okay? Or compassionate towards the things that you're going through and how you feel. It's like knowing how you feel, knowing what you're going through, but also being a bit flat, okay? Or like pick yourself up, okay? You know, dust yourself off, right? That can be sometimes a bit quicker than what we would like, all right? Sometimes we want to kind of wallow in the feelings a little bit. It just feels like a time thing. It's like spirit is moving faster than we can catch up, okay? Sometimes that's the case. So why is the moon here? You've been thinking about doing something here for a while. Yeah, the Empress. It's like, don't forget who you are, Empress, okay? Don't forget who you are, because I feel like you are coming out of a time where you're going through it right now, where you've kind of like forgotten that this is who you are, okay? This does look like a lot of insecurity and grief and pain. But something here isn't about you as much as you think, okay? It's like, in the sense of this, it's not about your worth or you being unworthy of something, because you are the Empress. This is like something happens to you, okay? But it doesn't happen to you because you're deserving of the pain and betrayal. You know what I mean? It's like, no, you didn't do anything to deserve this, or it's not because you're not good enough that you went through this. But I feel like a part of you kind of slips into that a little bit. It's like the kind of thinking of like, well, what did I do to deserve this, you know? Or why was I not good enough for you? Or why, you know? But then you have to keep telling yourself that it doesn't have anything to do with you. It's not because of you being unworthy in something, right? Let's see. Tell me more about this choice here. Like sometimes you really do have to sit down and tell yourself, I'm not the problem, it's them. Right? And it kind of feels like a situation like that where you need to remind yourself that if someone hurt you and made you feel like you're not good enough, or made you feel insecure, made you feel like you're deserving of this kind of pain and betrayal, you're not the problem, it's them. Okay, there's nothing you could have done differently. You didn't deserve it. And some people will never see your worth. Yeah, it's like sitting there asking yourself, like, well, why don't they see me this way? Or why don't they think I'm good enough for them? Or why did they treat me this way? You're relating it too much to your own sense of worth and value. It's not about you. In these situations, this person is the problem, not you. And you have to also tell yourself that it's not just like, how should I say? It's not like they only do this to you, right? It's not like this person sees worth in other people and then they treat only you this way. You're probably dealing with someone that doesn't see worth in anyone. They treat everyone this way. Okay, so it's not like it's not, why don't they see my worth? It's more of a question of like, why are they not able to see worth in anyone and treat everyone like an object, kind of a thing? Okay, that's what this feels like. Like this person wouldn't be even able to see an empress standing in front of them, okay? Whoever you're dealing with. Or if you're an emperor, doesn't matter, just flip it how it needs to, okay? But they wouldn't be able to recognize this in you anyways. So don't be sad about the fact that they couldn't recognize it when they're not capable of recognizing it, right? It's like you have to see it, this person you're dealing with, they're colorblind and you're the color red. Okay? So don't sit there and eat in yourself, why couldn't they see that I'm such an amazing shade of red? Like, why couldn't they see it? I feel like I'm not good enough because I'm red. But you're forgetting that they're colorblind. This person is colorblind. There's nothing you could have ever done differently for them to see you as a red, right? So you have to remember that. Don't forget that. And they'll have like 10 people standing in front of them and they'll be all different shades of red. They can't see any of them. This person won't even be able to tell the difference between, are you an emperor shade of red or are you a page shade of red? They can't tell the difference, right? The Two of Cups, yeah, that's exactly what it's giving me to a relationship dynamic here, okay? Or an ex, possibly. It's like the hurt part inside of you, okay? There's a hurt part inside of someone is what it feels like, where you just desperately want this one person to acknowledge that you're a shade of red. But they're colorblind. So it actually feels like you're hurting yourself in a way because of what you're expecting of someone. And it also feels like a part of you feels like you're only gonna feel good enough when this one person tells you that you're a shade of red. And they might tell you that, but like they can't really mean it if they're colorblind. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so it's time now. Not enough. Exactly. That's what I'm feeling here. Lacking confidence, jealousy, okay, fear issues, not feeling insecure and feeling not good enough here. Um, so it's like, you know that it's time to progress, you know it's time to move on from someone, but you're having closure issues. And again, the closure issues here are, I feel like, the insecurity part of you, okay, or I'm just going to say it really bluntly and honestly, okay, because I feel like I got to. It's like the hurt part of the ego. This feels like an ego thing a little bit, okay? Where the hurt part of the ego wants that validation from the person that hurt you. It's like if that one person tells you you're not good enough, you want that one person to then tell you you are good enough, to almost like erase the feeling of how they made you feel in the first place. Because if they just leave you with this feeling of not being good enough, then you have to give it to yourself. You're going to have to make yourself feel good enough. Might be placing too much of your own self-worth on how other people see you, or if other people value you. You might be looking a little bit too much, not to external validation. I don't feel like you're the kind of person where you're actively looking for validation from other people. I feel like you're looking for validation from one specific person that's never going to give it to you because you're colorblind. But that's where the ego could be coming in, okay? So your ego could be a little bit on because here's the thing. A colorblind person is going to treat everyone this way, okay? They're going to make everyone feel not good enough, right? This person could have 3 empresses standing in front of them, all 3 of them the same shade. They can't differentiate. But there's like a little bit of ego here, I have to be honest, where it feels like you want to feel like of all the options, this person sees your shade of red. And you're kind of looking for a little bit of sense of validation, but what's it going to fix inside of you? Like, what's it going to fix, really? I think ego, okay? If I'm being honest. It might fix the ego, the hurt ego a little bit, right? But at the end of the day, even if this person were to tell you you're the most beautiful shade of red I've ever seen and no other person compares to your shade of red and I can't live without your shade of red, what the fuck does that mean when they can't even see red? What does it mean? It means nothing. They can't see the color red. So, you know, it's like I just want to feel like they see me as red. I just want this person to see me for what I am and tell me that I'm the most beautiful shade of red they've ever seen. Like, I don't want to sit here and feel like I wasn't good enough for them. But your self-worth has nothing to do with what that other person thinks of you. And if they see you for who you really are. There's like a lack of acceptance here. And I don't feel like a lack of acceptance over your, like, what you mean to someone. It's more like the lack of acceptance that this person is colorblind. A little bit, right? Like, I don't know. You might be romanticizing someone a little bit too much. And it feels like you're sitting there thinking about an ex and you're still romanticizing them a little bit too much. Okay, so that might sound harsh to someone here. I'm sorry, but I gotta say what the message is, okay? Tell me more. Bouquet. Yeah, it's like you want to hear the apology. It's like you're still sitting around wanting to hear an apology, wanting to hear someone say, I'm sorry for how I treated you. Okay, but then like if this person does do this to you and they do say I'm sorry and like I treated you so horribly, what do those words mean to you? Because you're like you're putting everything onto some sort of words that somebody could say to you. But, you know, are you just going to ignore the fact that they're colorblind and they probably are just telling you something that you want to hear? It's like you want to hear from them, you're red, and I love red. But like, but you know they're colorblind. So what the fuck does that mean when they come to you and they say, I'm sorry and I can't live without you, you know? I don't know. I feel like Spirit wants someone to try and dig in because the moon is the first card. So this has to do with subconscious emotions. So things that you're not processing consciously, okay, maybe. And it feels like for someone specific here, like a deep, seed somewhere that tells you that you're not good enough unless someone else tells you that you are, or you're not good enough until you are the prettiest shade of red of them all. Like you have someone that comes up to you and says, from all of these other shades of red, you're the prettiest one. Which is like, okay, like, you know, if we're speaking about romance, all right, like I feel like that's normal. We all want a partner that only sees our shade of red, but this feels like player energy. This feels like you want someone who's a bad boy player who's proven to you that they have all these different options, and you want to be the one option that they choose. It's like, of all the people, I want to be the prettiest shade of red. That's an ego thing. That's what I mean. This feels a little bit like ego, okay? Because realistically, like you're asking someone who's colorblind to choose you. So what does that mean, right? That doesn't, I don't know. I mean, this person will probably tell you that, but it doesn't mean anything. That's what I'm trying to get at, okay? What's Temperance in reverse? There's something here that needs healing. Yeah, death. Okay, so something here could have been a permanent ending in a relationship, a breakup of some sorts, or something about a death. There's something here that needs healing, or there's something that's just running out of time in some sort of way. The moon. Yeah, something subconscious or something that's still hidden. What is this subconscious thing about here? The moon. Deep hidden emotions. Girl talk. A time with friends. Girl talk. Moving on. Happily single. Living in the moment. Having fun. Look. A little bit of like competitive energy coming through here for someone, okay? It feels a bit like, look, we're on the same team here, all right? We're all girls here, having a girl talk. The competitiveness of something, look, it's just a little bit of the ego coming up, okay? For someone, it's just a little bit of ego. And that's, everybody has ego, okay? Everybody has ego. It's just about how you deal with it and process it, okay? It's nothing bad. It's just something to look at, maybe, right? It's just something to look at. Because it's not, like, at the end of the day, whatever you're dealing with here, whatever is coming up for you, I don't even feel like, if it's about a man, I don't feel like it's about the man. It's not about the man. It's about something in your subconscious that's hurting. And it's tied to being a beautiful, beautiful shade of red and feeling like it wasn't seen. Okay. I mean, it could even have something to do with comparison. I don't know, for someone here, like, something about validation, needing some sort of validation, or It's just something hurt. There's a hurt trigger here for someone. Okay, that's all it is. Book. Arabian Night. And this is so weird because I was hearing this song in my head all morning. Another Arabian Night. That song. Okay, so someone here could be Persian or Middle Eastern. All right, the Arabian Nights. Yeah, I was hearing that all morning. Okay. The sun in reverse, the moon in reverse. Yeah, look, I feel like right now for you, there's things coming up from your subconscious and they're uncomfortable. It's like stuff that you don't want to look at. Okay, or it's making you sad in some sort of way, or it's making you less confident, right? The sun in reverse could be your solar plexus, how confident you feel about yourself. And it could have something to do with comparison. Like, let's say again, there's a player here who has like 5 different options at the same time. Okay, all women, different colors of red, different shades of red. All unique in their own beautiful way, right? Now, this person that you're dealing with, they're going to treat every single one maybe differently, yeah, but not because of the color that they are. It has to do with what can I get out of you, okay? It's a transactional thing. It doesn't have anything to do with someone's true beauty or who they are on the inside or that they're special. It's none of that. It's really what can I get out of you? Who has more to give? What's comfortable for me? You know, typical narcissists with their 10 different supplies, all right? So you don't have to like even sit there and think about why was my shade of red not enough? Why was theirs more appealing? Or I wish that you know, a part of my ego wants to be the prettier shade of red. They're colorblind. They're colorblind though. You know what I mean? That's this. Okay, you just got to keep reminding yourself like it's not you. I don't know. I do feel like, why is this competitive energy coming through? I mean, it's a little bit like, it feels a bit competitive. The King of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Page of Swords. Yeah, it has to do with some sort of messages or communication here. Someone talking about love with the King of Wands. Talking about love with the King of Wands? Why is that triggering? Why is that 7 of Pentacles in reverse? And the 4 of Cups. Yeah, a sense of rejection or... Why is love with the King of Wands something that's triggering here for someone? Because of ego. I said it, there's a little bit of ego here for someone. Now, I don't know if this is you or someone else. Okay, just take it how it resonates, but I do feel it. I feel someone's ego. It feels like someone here, it's not overtaking them, but it's a little bit on the side of like, somebody like in between, like, should I be a girl's girl or should I let my ego take over? Okay, I don't know. Separation, sadness. Yeah, it could just be because of sadness. Okay, a lot of sadness. Thinking about someone, yearning for someone, love. Okay, so whoever you are or whoever this person is, I don't know if this is you or someone else, okay? It's like they see that someone here has love with a King of Wands. This is somehow triggering their ego, making them want to go back to someone that never made them feel like the color red, or did make them feel like the color red, even though they're colorblind. It's like trying to, is it feeling a bit like dominance? I don't know, like a friend that's like, well, you're happy with this King of Wands and you have love. So why can't I be with this player over here? Because I, like, a part of me wants to feel like I'm the prettiest color of red. I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's not, it's your choice, but like, why do you want to be with this other person? It feels like insecurity more than you're actually convinced that this is a good match. Okay, it feels like your ego is trying to prove something to itself. It's just insecurity. But it doesn't feel like a toxic kind of an insecurity that can't be like corrected. It just feels like a trigger point in the subconscious. That's it. Okay. Being triggered by other people around them that have love or some sort of true love. Okay. Or love from someone else. It's like sitting there watching other people, your friends, have love, real love, and then asking yourself like, well, why couldn't my ex love me this way? Or why can't I be the reason that they change? I don't know. Like, why? It's almost, okay, this is a bit catty. Let's say there's 2 women, 1 man, okay? Or 5 women, 1 man, I don't know. It's like one woman here being a bit in their ego about it, okay? Being a bit like, well, just because they didn't mean it when they said they love you doesn't mean they don't mean it when they say it to me. Or just because they told you they're sorry, but they didn't mean it, doesn't mean that when they say it to me, they don't mean it. You know what I mean? That's what I mean with this competitive energy. It's like, well, maybe with me, it'll be different. Yeah, they treated you like shit and they treated you like a psychopath. Yeah, okay. But that doesn't mean that they're going to treat me the same way. That doesn't mean that they're going to be that way to me because maybe I am the shade of red they're looking for. Girl, they're colorblind. Like, what are you taught? Like, this feels like ego. This does not have anything to do with the man. Okay, let's be honest. This is about your ego that's hurt, and you want to prove to yourself that you're special in some sort of way, which is fine. But like, at what expense? At what cost? Because it's going to be at your own cost at the end of the day. You're literally lying to yourself that you're special to this person. I'm sorry to be so blunt about it, but you're literally lying to yourself. If you're sitting there going, well, maybe I was more special and maybe they did want me more, you're lying to yourself. It's your ego that is lying to you because you want to feel some sort of a way. You don't want to feel insecure. You don't want to face the fact that you're dealing with a fucking pathological lying psychopath. Okay? And if that's the road you want to go down because you're jealous of other people and what they have, then go ahead. But it's literally going to be at your own expense because in 3 years' time, that person that you're crying over now is going to have replaced you with someone else, and then you're going to be sat there again going like, but I thought I was the prettiest color of red. Yeah, but someone here years ago told you they're colorblind and you just didn't want to accept it because your ego and your insecurity took over. All right. So let's see. What's the truth here about this heartbreak and pain here? The Hanged Man. The 3 of Cups. I can't make it up. Yeah, this is like the one woman out of the 5 that's like, no, I'm the most important one of all. If you want to tell yourself that, go ahead. Go ahead, Emperor. Ember and strength. All right, the Hanged Man, moment of enlightenment. Look, I feel like wherever you are, you've already left a guy. Okay, I gotta be honest. I feel like you've left a guy. You broke up, hopefully, but something in your spirit, you haven't healed it yet. Okay. And it's like, it's making you turn, like someone here, the ego is turning the resentment towards the other women instead of the man. Because you're trying to place yourself above the others in some sort of a way, okay? And you should be harboring more of the resentment, well, not resentment, but more of the like you're the problem to the man than the other women, if this is a cheating situation, right? Because like, again, I don't feel like these emotions have gotten out of hand, or they're out of control, or it's like you're like way off the deep end, you're like a jealous, you're jealous and raging. It's none of that. This doesn't feel toxic. It's just a little kind of a slumbering ember in there that's like, Spirit kind of needs you to look at that, because it's your ego that's going to get in the way of your own healing, okay? Because we want to raise each other up, right? Especially the girls or the women. Like if you're in a situation where one man was having 3 women at the same time, you want to be in a situation at the end of the day where you girls are empowering each other, because none of you deserved it. None of you, and that man is colorblind. And it's not going to serve anyone, not you, not anyone, not the other women, especially not yourself, to sit there and go, well, maybe for me, they'll be able to see in perfect vision. Okay. Like something here needs to be seen from a higher perspective. Okay, you could be getting caught up, or someone here is getting caught up too much in the surface emotions, okay? I don't know. Let's see. What's going on here with this 5 of Pentacles? The Ace of Wands reverse. Yeah, it's keeping you from taking some sort of action here. So this energy that you have, this competitive energy that you have, is keeping, or this ego, is keeping someone from taking action or doing what they're supposed to do, okay, because of the yeah, okay, so this is like it's giving me a girl situation where, again, there's like 3 girls, 1 man, and one of the women is like, no, you know what, I'm not going to help the other one, because that colorblind man was also with you, and I want to be the most prettiest shade of red. I don't know about that. All right. Look, I get feeling hurt. Okay, I get it. I get feeling hurt and feeling insecure and feeling betrayed. I get it. But the other woman didn't do anything to you. She didn't even know about you. Okay, most likely. The other women don't know about each other. So the other woman didn't do anything to you. And there's no reason to take something out on someone that didn't do anything to you, okay? I don't know what that's about. Okay, that's a bit unhealthy. This is like, I gotta be honest, this person feels like someone that is teetering right now on the side of like being a karmic, okay? It's like, do you want to be someone that does karmic things, or do you want to be someone that uplifts and helps others? Because I feel like someone here is kind of teetering a little bit. I don't feel like this is what Spirit wants you to be doing, okay? I feel like God is kind of looking at this situation and the way someone is acting right now, or acting out, or feeling, and is like, look, we understand your emotions, but like, you need to check that, okay? Because that's not healthy. That's not you. That's not right. Too much ego in a situation, okay? The 9 of Swords, yeah, look. Okay, someone here, yeah, it's stressful. Okay, I get it. It's totally stressful to find out that someone has lied to you, but the person that lied to you also lied to everyone else. Okay, so it's not just you going through something here. All right, this person, I don't know who they are. It's not just them going through something. Okay, the Fool and the Hanged Man. Yeah, there's something that you need to do. Spirit's like, look, there's something we need you to do, and you keep getting stuck. You keep getting stuck somewhere. You don't want to do it. Yeah, these are the first three cards from the first reading today. You know, it's like Spirit needs you to do something, and it's almost like your own ego is stopping you from doing it. So what does that tell me? I mean, this is like you're fine with something bad happening to someone else because your ego wants you to feel special. You want to feel like you're the prettiest color of red. I mean, what is this? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be impatient with someone, but like, I don't really like this energy. All right then. The Eight of Swords, yeah, it's just a mental imprisonment, okay? You're stuck in your own mental imprisonment right now, okay? And you're stuck in one way of seeing it. It's a limited belief, and it's your own insecurity that's eating you up, okay? Or some sort of jealousy maybe even, or comparison, or, you know, why wasn't I the prettiest color of red? Or some sort of a thinking pattern is too shallow. You're thinking way too shallow, surface level, okay? You need to think a little bit deeper, and you need to disconnect something from yourself and your own self-value, your own worth here, because it's kind of taking over. This feels like a reality check, okay? Kind of, I mean, I know it's not going to be easy to hear for the people that maybe need it, okay? This could be a bit of a triggering message for some, but like, I don't mean to be. I'm just saying what's out here. It's just something that needs to get looked at, okay? Because you're not going to feel better about yourself going back to that person and hearing from them some sort of a "I'm sorry, thank you" compliment, okay? And it's not going to make you feel better either, taking it out on the other women or taking out on other people, that resentment. Or the resentment that you hold towards the man that hurt you, taking it out on other people, it's not gonna help you. Okay, it's not gonna make you feel better because those people didn't do anything to you. Those people didn't make you feel that way. Okay. It's time to do something. Look, Spirit's like, look, you're a part of this plan, all right? We need you here. You need to take some sort of a risk. You need to do the right thing. It's time for justice. You're kind of letting your emotions get in the way. You're part of the plan for a reason, okay? Whoever you are part of this plan, and your intuition knows it. You know this, all right? But it's like God needs you right now. God needs you to do something, okay? It's not that good that your ego is getting in the way, man. Okay, or it's like a part of you that's like, well, why should I help you? Why should I do something for you when, you know, but what did someone do to you? Okay, this is like, why should I help you? Well, they didn't do anything. They don't even know about you. All right, they don't. Misplaced emotions, that's what this feels like, okay? You have some sort of misplaced emotions because you're not really healing them or looking at them clearly, okay? Or you're not seeing the situation for what it actually is. It's like you're a bit stuck in one way of thinking, okay? Yeah, the message today is about your insecurity. Five of Pentacles, feeling like you're not good enough. That's where the core is. That's where the seed is. Okay. It's that seed of, but I'm such a beautiful color of red. Why don't they see me that way? Why did they see that person a color of red and not me? I want to be the color of red. I don't feel like helping anyone or doing anything for anyone because I wasn't the prettiest color of red. That's what this is. High Priestess. And you know what it is. And you know it too, but it's like a little bit, there's a little bit of like a diva, okay? A little bit of diva, okay? And it's fine. I get it, all right? I totally get it. I do. I understand. Like I said, it's not, you're not toxic for feeling this way. Okay, you're not toxic. This is a normal, natural emotion. Spirit is just kind of like, look, you're going to kind of have to deal with this a little bit because we need you to do something, okay? We need you to look at this one because you got work to do. And I feel like it starts with you recognizing that, again, you can be the most beautiful red velvet, satin, dark burgundy, whatever you want. You can be that. But not to someone who's colorblind. And that person sees everyone that way. Okay? And there's no, like, they're not going to be able to give you something differently than they gave everyone else. Okay? And if they replace this person with you, and one day they're going to replace you with that person. That's just the way of the game. That has nothing to do with your own self-worth. Nothing. Okay? It's just something that needs a little bit of attention. All right?